Welcome, 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 audience. Today, I'm again very enthusiastic today to introduce to you someone I know for more than 10 years. It's really exciting for me to introduce a very good friend of mine. She's been rocking the Instagram platform for a long time, and I've been watching her videos on health and wellness, on yoga and exercises, and she is right now here because I wanted to introduce her because of her passion, her initiative, and through my platform ACE, which is Achieving Creative Excellence, my training and coaching platform. I bring a lot of people who are living their passion, who are touching lives, who are bringing change in the society and themselves to learn more about how they do it. What is it that drives them? What is their passion? And to learn more about how you could be associated with such people and learn more about achieving creative excellence. So I consider her an ace in her field because right now she's achieving her dreams, she's living her dreams, and she's also inspiring a lot of people. So I would like to introduce you to Kavita Ghosh, a very good friend of mine. She's been into the health and wellness industry for more than 15 years, and I would like to ask her to share her insights and about herself as to what she's been doing and how uh, we can learn more about what she's been doing. She's been, for the last 10 years, she's as she is, nothing has changed. She's as young as she used to be. So, thank you very much, Kavita, for being here today and giving me this opportunity to talk to you and also have an opportunity for the audience to learn more about your initiative. So, thank you very much. Welcome to this platform.
Thank you, Rizwan, for giving me this ACE platform. And as you said, I wanted to see change in the people, but it is for me, I started seeing change in myself. I wanted to change myself first. And then when it was like an experiment with myself and it was applicable to me, then I thought, let me add value to other people's life. That was, it was total intention of changing myself first. And that's how you can say the journey started. I I'll hand over to you. Whatever
No,
you
I want
should
to
tell
know
me.
what was it before you started this? How were you before you started it? And that journey to what it is now. So we would be interested in knowing how you started, what really drove you to this, and how
Okay.
that journey took place, and what do you feel from what you were and what you are now. It would really be a good story for us to understand.
Okay. Since childhood, I was into sports, but I never got a chance to explore the activities much. But I must say, after having a kid, that was the point I saw total, 360 degree, total, you can say 180-degree flip in my attitude, my what you can say, my thought process. And it was with my first child that I thought, when I used to take him for classes, he used to go for martial arts classes. So I used to see like he's doing activity, doing punching and kicks and this all. So it was not my personality to sit with ladies around and watch the son doing or watch the children doing, because that was most of a gossiping thing that used to happen, and I was like shifting myself away from it. Then I landed in their zone with my, all the kids and all. And I realized, this is something, I can't sit, I have to learn something. I can't sit for an hour just watching and talking. And that is the time I started with my martial arts thing. Of course, before that I did prenatal yoga. During pregnancy I did a lot of pranayam meditation, which helped me a lot throughout the stages which a woman goes through. Few stages during pregnancy, it helped me to conceive nicely. And it really gave a chance for me to handle, to be like a proper mother, to take care of the child also. So it through yoga, what I feel when I did that during prenatal, I found immense strength in me, which I'm not sure whether I should discuss on this platform. But yes, as a mother, we all feel that pregnancy should be a smooth thing which should happen, and it went for me very smoothly, and it was like a joyful experience. And post that, yes, then I never looked back. I thought, okay, I will give myself 6 months to recover myself. And then my training in martial arts started. That was in Aurangabad. I was like, early morning wake up before the child wakes up. I used to wake up, and it was around 4:35 in the fresh air. I used to go, and of course, with the family support, somebody looking at the child. And I used to get myself trained for 2 hours in the morning, and then come back, do the routine work for the whole day. Next day morning, I used to look forward. It wasn't for me, it was never like somebody is pushing me to get up. It came from within. I want to do it. That's why, like, I used to sleep early so that I can wake up early. So
So
I
what
can
do you
say my
say
kids are
about
my motivation.
what is the prenatal yoga? It would be interesting because it would be interesting for the audience to know about it, because that could be something other women could, it could help others to understand better how this really takes place. So, what's it all
Yes. So
about?
prenatal yoga is, yeah. So there are in yoga there are many varieties, but for a mom to be, it can start as early as when you are as early as you can start with yoga. But prenatal yoga focuses on breathing exercises, which eases out your stress level, which is there mostly during pregnancies. It eases out your all the hormonal changes which happens. So apart from the normal yoga which we do now, those yoga focus on the managing the stress level and hormonal level more. Plus there are few asanas which helps to give a normal delivery to the baby. So
Okay,
my elder one is a normal delivery, which is very like
rare.
which is very rare these days, because doctors ask to like jaldi chahiye, painless chahiye, go for C-section. But it was very easy for me to deliver, because those movements and all, we do yogas and asanas, which helps to take a smooth journey throughout the pregnancy plus the delivery.
So you would
So
recommend women to basically uh, try out this basically in their
yes, yes, I
pregnancy,
would,
right?
I would, I would like any woman who's going through pregnancy, I would like uh, them, not only they should start yoga once they get the news of they have conceived, but they should start doing it whatever age they can
Yeah.
start with. They should start with it, but when they conceive, then they should focus on particular pattern and see to it they get enough sleep, enough water, enough food. Because when we start knowing ourselves, when we know there's human growing in within ourselves, we should have positive emotions, because those
Right.
are passed to the
Because
child.
that is connected to the neurological connection to
True.
the fetus basically, right? Is it?
Yes, we call it Garbha Sanskar.
Yes.
So that is what like, it's not that I used to do meditation, I used to calm down myself, but at the same time, I used to watch Rocky movies a lot. I used to watch, I don't know, people say during pregnancy, you get something, kisi ek cheez ko pakad lo, and you don't want to leave it. So I watched
So like
Rocky.
laddus or mithai, yours was Rocky movies basically, right?
Yeah, so I watched all his movies. I didn't leave a single one. But apart from that, I was like meditating and doing all these things. But I enjoyed that period a lot. So
Right.
whatever I enjoyed, I was doing that. So I don't know. Everybody laughs at me when I say that, I used to watch Rocky movies. So during pregnancy, so तुमको वो पढ़ना चाहिए, रामायण पढ़ना चाहिए, वो करना चाहिए था. मैं बोला पता नहीं, I enjoyed this.
Basically, what I would say, Kavita, is because it's been inbuilt in yourself that you wanted to be healthy, you wanted to be very active, because you used to wake up at 4 in the morning to go for your martial arts classes. So that journey, how does that really materialize to what you're doing now? What is your advice to people who want to be healthy? What would you recommend as to get into the this particular phase that you are, your mental and physical phase that you actually pursue? How can they get into it?
I would just say excuses won't work. You have to keep away excuses. Rizwan, as you know, women has many in a month they have to go through few days which they can't
Yeah,
do exercises. But I advise my clients. I have many women clients with me. I say, don't give excuse. Those 5 days you feel I can't do anything. It's you are not a patient. You are still doing proper activities all day. So why stop exercising? Don't give excuse for anything unless it's emergency or something which you are not able to.
mm,
So this is one thing I tell every student of mine, because we as a tutor I understand कौन excuse दे रहा है कौन नहीं दे रहा है. So it is my duty to motivate them. I tell them excuses if you give, then the goal which you want to reach, it won't happen.
yeah,
So excuses छोड़ के like that, what in the same language you can call it commitment. Give commitment, like you if you have set 5 o'clock, be there at 5 o'clock, and see to it that that 1 hour 60 minute session you are completely there with me. uh,
right,
that is what many of the students like. One thing that as a tutor, as a teacher, also as a fitness coach, I myself try not to miss any session with the client. I
right,
see to it that I reach on time, I am punctual, before time, before the student arrives, I am there available. And that becomes an obligation for the student to be there, because this
exactly,
teacher ने तो बोला नहीं है कि class cancel, the teacher ने ये भी नहीं बोला है कि she'll be late. So I think what you can call walk the talk.
exactly.
So I believe that walk the talk is important.
So what I understand now is you actually coach a lot of people, right? In
Yes,
yoga. Do you also
right.
coach in martial arts?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So you do private coaching to a lot of your clients going to their place and doing the coaching. So do you
So
also
this
do online?
there's no there's no exception, like there is no alternative now. 2020 has helped me a lot to go online also.
Mm,
It gave me an opportunity to explore the online world.
mm,
And yes, I have never felt an achievement so big then in 2020 what I have achieved. Lockdown has given, I think 2020 had been the best year for me.
okay.
I can say that because I was giving time to myself, and I had groups of, right from the age of 4 year child till the age of 69. So
Mm,
I had made slots, I had batches, I had personal sessions online going on.
mm,
So there were batches from 4 to 9 years of kids,
mm.
and those kids were like
Yeah,
online.
I've seen their videos. Yeah.
Yes, for 60 minutes, I thought, how will I manage with them 60-minute session? Let me take only 40-minute session with them. So there were around 17 kids, and 40-minute session was less for me. They said, ma'am, और क्या है? और क्या है? Then it went on to 60-minute session, and they are hooked onto. They won't leave for a single minute, even if I give them break. As a children go on, like it's an online session, have a break, have a sip of water. Ma'am, bottle is there. We'll have water here. So we don't
Okay.
want to go anywhere. We just tell us what to do. And it's 60 minutes is full cardio, pranayam, meditation, everything. I don't know how it happened, but I explored it online much better, and still giving my best. There are few still sessions going online,
Mm.
and few of the online has been converted to personal fitness. Like now they want to go to level 2, level 3. So I do take personal classes and group classes, group coaching. So
So
personal,
when did you start the coaching actually activities? When did you start this? Basically?
so it was almost 6 years back, six
Ah,
7 years back.
okay.
My intention was never to become a fitness coach, to tell you frankly. It was always, I am a learner, what do you call, a student of this life. I always like to learn things.
Yes.
I thought iske baad ye seekhungi, iske baad let my life go like this. I always like to learn new things.
Lifelong learner.
Yes,
That's what
lifelong
we call it.
learner, right. Thank you for that.
We've been in the same
And
journey, I think. Basically, we were together in the same training program, and I've been on the same journey, learning everything new. So,
yes, like still like I just came from a class where I'm now learning a further thing, that is aerial yoga, how to do yoga on a rope, on a silk. So
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just coming from that class. So learning never stops for me. So I never thought that as a fitness coach I'll see myself. But then when I saw the changes in myself, I thought, maybe people can get help with what I have developed. I had developed my own workout method. So I thought maybe that will help with the ladies around me, when they used to discuss some issues. So I'm not a like ekdam se bol no advice karo, do that, do this. But then they used to seek and ask me, Kavita, how did you do that? Then through that I realized maybe I can add value in people's life by sharing through my experiences. So that's how it goes.
So just for the audience to know, you have two kids. What age are they?
Okay. So one
Because I
is
don't want to
in.
ask your age. That would
Okay,
give
so
an
this you're
indication to the
you're
audience that how you have kept yourself fit, you know. So they will have an, the idea that how you have kept yourself so energetic and fit, and you still are, you know, amazingly the same person 10 years ago, you know.
so
So
you've
what's
twisted you have twisted the question now. But I am proud to tell my age. But as you asked, let me tell my kids. My one, the elder one is in college right now, is appearing for CA exams,
oh,
and the younger one is in the school.
right. So I don't need to ask your age. That is the people
You
will
got
know
it now.
how you have still kept yourself so active and energetic. So uh,
I think when we look at kids now, kids need more walk the talk thing. So
exactly.
that something that was ingrained in my mind कि I can't just keep on nagging behind kids. तुम ये करो, सुबह उठो, exercise करो, ये करो. I thought unless it was not even for them, it was for me. They see me and like now
Yeah, you
I
are
don't.
an inspiration to them because you're actually walking the talk. You're actually showing them that you're not just going to talk about it, but you actually living it, and that
Yeah,
really
I
inspires
just
them and people around.
I just form a schedule for them and just tell them you follow this. Yeah, discipline is another important thing. And I don't, for even for my students, for my clients also, I give them a schedule. I say stick to this schedule and try not to budge from it. Try to stick to the schedule, and that's what it is. Because obviously, as a parent, I have to guide kids what they should be doing and what not. As a teacher, fitness coach, also I have to guide. It's just not that I just keep doing myself and they learn from me. So I give them a guideline. Rest, they have to take their own responsibility. It's not like we have to keep pushing. That's what I believe. Take your own responsibility. Nobody's going to push you further. You have to
Exactly. So
take it.
you actually give them the plan, and they have to follow it. You follow your own plan, and they know that if my mom is following it, I think it's important for me to display the same discipline
Yes,
and
they still
enthusiasm.
catch me if I eat something junk. Like I also have a cheat day. One day cheat day. I like myself keeping that as a cheat day, so that everybody knows. That's a rule. Okay, one day anybody can have a cheat day, but rest of the days, if I eat something which is I know okay, I can't force. तुम ये खाओ, badam खाओ, kaju खाओ. Doesn't mama, it doesn't taste good, but I don't say anything. I take it in my plate. Let 2 3 months go by. I am continuing. I know what it's there in my plate. They see it. So automatically, suddenly one day they'll pick up from my plate and start eating. So that patience is required. Yes, with kids you need a lot of patience.
Right.
That they have taught me. That's
So,
what.
to your clients, are you only coaching them in the yoga and martial arts, or do you create a complete plan for them in the health and wellness? So, you do a diet plan and other things also for your clients, or it's just the exercises that you help them
I
with?
have a team who helps them with the diet. I give them a general idea how it should be.
Mhm.
But if somebody has health issues, then if it comes to diet, if how about the food, then I have a team who helps them out in planning the diet. They give them a full 1 month diet. So I don't specialize in making in nutrition and all, but a general idea I give, like very general, like pani pina cheese, all those stuff,
Mm,
uh, which I also follow. That
mm,
idea I give. But if somebody has to wait, like looking forward for a weight loss,
mm,
so that thing exactly, because we have to see what is his history, his or her history, and plan according to their choices. So that is done by a dietitian, proper a friend of mine who does
mm.
that.
So you have actually worked with that dietitian for your clients so that they can get the
Yes,
assistance from a professional
yes,
who's qualified to actually guide
right.
them in the right way. So do you think that your health and wellness, your exercises, do they also address serious problems, chronic diseases and other things? Is that really helpful for your clients? Has there been any improvements that you could talk about?
Sure. So what I started with was therapeutic yoga, I call it.
Mm,
It's a yoga which focuses on the health issues like acidity, health issues like migraine, thyroid, balancing the hormonal levels, all those. Apart from that, there are severe health issues which clients face. So yes, you can say I am expert in that.
okay.
And I somehow, through my experiences, I come to know what will be the best thing for that person to do, to work out. Like I know what he should not be doing and what he should be doing. So
Okay.
it's not that all yogas and all yogasanas and all kinds of exercises will be applicable to one person. So I have to filter out and see to it that that person gets those exercises for that particular issues. Like one client of mine had a frozen shoulder for long. So that person worked with me as a student. He was there with me for a month, and within a month he saw results. And he said, Kavita, all these days, all these almost for a year, I was planning. He had planned to go to a physiotherapist and had kept that money separately to spend on physiotherapist, calling a therapist at home, and all that. But just few exercises which doesn't even look like you are doing anything while sitting on the chair. I said, दिन में तुम ये 2-3 बार भी करो, see the difference you will feel. So it's like hardly anything, like wall exercises, like just pressing hand on the wall and releasing and inhale and deep and exhale. Those few exercises helps client, gives them a good result.
Right.
Same goes with lady, like women, they suffer from like PCOD symptom. They have, most of the women they have. So for them, pranayam works a lot. So of course, I do tell them when, like we usually, my session is like thrice a week. So I do
Mm,
tell them like thrice a week, with me you are doing pranayam. Rest of the week you either walk, you either go for swim, you do cycling something. That what 1 hour when you are with me, you will be doing pranayam, focusing on those organs inside where more work is needed.
right.
So that's how I plan for them the whole week schedule. So there are many issues which are solved through these, like knee pain
Yeah, the
exercises.
old people, like that's what I wanted to ask you. Like when people get older, they, especially women, they have bone problem, joint problems and weak
Right.
bones and so on and so forth. So, do you think the yoga that you actually show, is there a solution to those problems if they would practice that?
Yes, yes, yes. So I have a 65-year-old lady who's doing yoga with me, and she's like been now 3 years with me. The She's now super flexible. I can She's 65 and she does asanas so well. So there are asanas which are lying down. There are planks, there are crunches. Like I thought I should feel proud for myself, or I should feel proud about herself. But then I said, wow, matlab, this is some achievement for me, because obviously she was also determined. And she had severe knee pain. We started her therapy, like as a therapeutic yoga, we started for the knee pain thing with her,
Mhm.
exercises for the knee pain. but she developed so much of interest further. तो knee pain तो रह गया बाजू में, she never bothered about it anymore, but now she's like, full on to doing what the youngsters do. Like she wants to try out those things
So you mean to
like
say
that.
in that age also the women or even the old people, they basically the pain goes away, and you mean they become flexible at that age also with yoga, do you think?
It's not that if you're not working, if you are continuously in touch with the exercises, you can become flexible, you can do certain things which you wish to do. But if you have never done exercise in your life, then it will be difficult.
Okay, so
But if you are in touch with, like she was in touch with, she was always an active lady
okay.
otherwise.
So you need to have some considerable activities in your lifestyle. Then you can actually get integrated with yoga, even at that age. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, integrate with, like, what I teach now is martial arts to the kids and women self defense and all. And for like you, mostly it's focuses on yoga and high intensity interval training, that's HIIT.
Mm.
So my 1 hour session is focused on that.
Mm.
So in
High
HIIT,
intensity
it's HIIT, high intensity interval training.
interval trainings.
So in usually it's done for 30 minutes. So I see to it that right from the age of like the teenagers are there, kids are there. I keep telling, do high intensity training for 30 minutes throughout, like start at an early age. And even if you are a housewife, just give 30 minutes for those push-ups and planks. It's high intensity. Do 10 push-ups, take a break, again do 10 push-ups, take a break. Keep on increasing the counts, repetitions for 30 minutes. Keep yourself active. And rest of the 30 minutes I do with them yoga, meditation, pranayam.
Okay.
So yes, as you said, we have to be always on move. Never
Okay.
stop yourself. कि अभी lockdown में more clients have increased because
The
people have been
sedentary
just sitting.
lifestyle. Sedentary
Yeah,
lifestyle जो हो गया है, yeah.
yes. Like उनको लगा अभी मस्त घर पे बैठ के अभी सिर्फ लैपटॉप पे काम करना है. So what
But
whoever
after
my
2 or 3 months, when they look at themselves in the mirror, it's a different story. They can't recognize themselves,
it
basically, right?
was like what happened, I when whoever my old clients were, I was the reason I am on Instagram. Was never on social media earlier. I think you might be knowing that
Yes,
I
yes.
was not active at all. But during lockdown, in March it happened, and March end I realized that I don't want to इतना मेहनत जिन clients पे लिया है, I don't want
Because
those
then,
clients to suffer because of lockdown. So I started uploading videos of mine. At least keep doing it. So now there are so many clients who watch my videos and they are inspired. So Kavita, तुम कर रही हो इसलिए हम कर रहे हैं. Well,
yeah.
obviously, like this is like as a brushing your teeth, you have to do exercise every day. There is no excuse for it. Like you can't do without brushing your teeth. Same way, you have to have 30 minutes for yourself to do some exercise like that.
So yoga basically, does that also create neurochemical changes in your body? Basically, it cures a lot of diseases and everything. Can you shed some light on this part? Because many people say that when we started yoga, many serious problems were resolved. How does that basically happen? If you can share with us, please.
There are many perspectives of looking at yoga, but it all depends. Again, I said you have to give time and patience, and you have to commit yourself to that, and you will see results only when you give yourself. It's just like आज मैंने प्राणायाम किया and tomorrow I am feeling good. It won't come like that at all. So when I teach my students also, initially I just tell them exhale and inhale and exhale, just normally you do it for 1 week. They will do normal inhale exhale, then I take them to the counting, pranayam and every yoga asanas which are there, like tree pose, tadasan, all those. Initially let them do at their the way they are convenient to doing it, comfortable doing it. But later on, we add breathing exercises to it.
Mm.
See, life is all about each breath
It's the
counts.
oxygen that which
Yes,
actually builds
yes.
your yoga, which is
In
very
yoga,
important.
the asanas helps you to stretch, but the most important thing is inhale, exhale. So
Right.
when I am with them, I have to see that they inhale fully, deep inhale, and exhale out completely. And that is where all the magic comes in. That is how yoga works. And to master that inhale, exhale, it takes at least 1 or 2 months,
Oh,
because most of the
it's
time we
not
are into
as easy
negative
as
breathing.
we say, breathing in and breathing out.
हाँ बस ब्रीदिंग तो कर रहे हैं हम लोग. you
But
you should observe.
is it true, Kavita, that even the normal human beings, they are not basically using their potential in their lung capacity uh, as much as they need to, because of which most of the problems occur. Basically, we don't breathe as we need to, and we are basically only using a very average breathing process. Am I right?
True, that's true. What I was coming to that point, that's called negative breathing.
Mm.
When you inhale, actually that stomach should blow, the
Yeah.
chest should come out, and when you exhale, it should shrink.
Yes.
But when you should sit some time and observe how is your breathing happening. So if you feel when you're breathing the stomach is going in, that's a negative breathing that's happening. The lungs are
Okay.
not coming up, so you have to observe yourself and consciously work on that. Each breath counts, each inhale counts, so that when it comes, the stress, when you are out of stress, you automatically get good sleep.
Mm.
You don't get angry much, you manage things better. You can see that when you're stress free, everything falls into place.
Mm.
And that's why we say like yoga cures everything, because obviously you don't when you are within yourself, the the external things doesn't affect you much. This is I'm calling about the things which can be controlled, other than the some damage or injury or accidents that happen. Obviously we have to go to the doctor and get it surgery or jo kuch hota hai. But to not reach till that level, we have to start early. So I have few students, kids, their parents are so happy. Kavita, हम लोगों को पता नहीं था online में you would be teaching them so well. They love meditation. They sit with me for 10 minutes online. They are all closing their eyes, and I said I also never thought I'll achieve this online. And they hear my guided meditation audios. I am with them, and they find it amazing. So installing these habits in their lifestyle right from now is very important, ताकि आगे चल के they know the value of this. आजकल if you have known, meditation carries a lot of value.
Yeah.
It's been like
It's
repeated every now and
globally, India is on the map with the European countries and worldwide. India is now on the map with yoga and the benefits of yoga because of our
right.
history and our culture, which really shows that yoga is the best way to keep yourself healthy and energized basically. So you're absolutely right, and you're on the right path. Basically, you're guiding people
You
towards
must
the
have heard about, yeah, Surya Namaskar.
yes.
It's a yoga which is like top to bottom, like head to toe. Each body part is being exercised. Then you will see, where does breathing come in it? So there are 12 asanas in yoga. In Surya Namaskar, when we do Surya Namaskar, we have to do 12 poses.
Mm.
So right from head till the toe, those poses are covered. And with each movement, we have to guide our students to inhale and when to exhale. So each pose has it's like maths. अभी
So
ऊपर
it
देखा है
should be accurately timed with that pose with inhale, that pose
and
exhale.
exhale.
So it should be totally synchronized. The breathing and the
Exactly.
postures should be synchronized to get the maximum results. That's what
Exactly.
it's
It's a flow. It's a flow.
exactly.
And when you start doing 108 Surya Namaskar, when you achieve a day, you are fit for life. But we
Because
don't.
they say Surya Namaskar is the ultimate exercise. If you don't do
Yes.
anything else, you just do the Surya Namaskar daily on a regular basis. And they say it should be done with the the rising sun, as they say.
Right.
It,
Sun
yes,
salutation.
so that basically brings in a lot of energy, the vitamin D and all that, which basically gets into your system.
It's
Is that
yes,
true?
yes. It's so much because I have gone through it. I know. Like whenever I go on a vacation, like I send videos of mine doing Surya
You've
Namaskar.
been to
People say,
go.
yeah, they say you are doing vacation pay you work out. I said vacation pay you see the sun,
Yeah.
and I can stop taking that energy from the sun. I जहाँ पे भी वो direction में I move towards it, and it is somehow like it gives you that feel, that
I've
energy.
been
And
very jealous watching your Goa videos. We are all in this lockdown, and you're at Goa on the beaches, enjoying your exercises.
so yes, it was a beach where it was no crowd. There was no crowd at all. So I had got my own, like a private kind of section for myself on the beach. So I thought, wow, like this is something I had always wished for, and I could not miss a chance to do my practice over there.
So, who's shooting your videos? Your husband?
Yes, yes, and plus
Okay.
my selfie stand.
So he's a partner in your
he
contribution, right?
supports me. He supports me a lot.
Okay.
He is like he's a silent supporter
I
for
think
me.
a
I
shout out should go to Mr. Ghosh, yeah?
Yes, when there are more good things which are always that's happening, which we don't put on social media. So that is one thing. Like I never, I don't know. मतलब बोलते हैं नजर लग जाएगी kinds. I never do that. So he's the one. He's like so supportive right from like prenatal yoga के time से he has been. He see to it that I get my time. He see to it that I get my peace of mind, my meditation time. Though he's not into much of these activities which I do, he's into outdoor jogging, trekking, and
So
all
he's
those.
not your client, huh?
No,
Okay.
that's the that's the because no, but I
So
don't
he's
know.
so busy being behind the camera, how can he be a part of, you know?
True, true.
So, so another thing, Kavita, I would like to ask, if someone like me or someone in the audience would like to start yoga, what is the process to do? They can get in touch with you so that they can be as guided for your trainings and some stuff like that.
So right now, if you're talking online, so I am there available on Zoom, which
Okay.
I take classes on Zoom.
Mm,
And for level 1 until level 2 it's good to go online,
mm,
but when it comes to go further level, or if you want to stick to the routine which are you are comfortable with,
mm,
some people doesn't want to explore much but they're happy with that 60-minute session which they're doing. Cardio ho raha hai, meditation ho raha hai, pranayam ho raha hai. In that 60-minute, my sessions are planned out in such a way you get everything. It's a holistic approach which I give. So it's more than enough. Like thrice a week sessions are there. There are slots available. Like I have to check the slots which are available right now because
mm.
nowadays a lot of classes and Women's Day is
So
coming up.
you're totally booked, basically, I would say, right?
Right now depends again on the some, if some clients have priorities, if they're traveling and all, then I get that slot free. So
Mm.
it depends on that. Now Women's Day is coming up, so lots of activities are in line, so we're planning self defense and everything
So
for
how
that.
many months, if someone who's just starting from scratch for yoga, how much time does it take for him to basically get the hang of doing it independently without your guidance? How much time would it take for anyone to
If he's
go?
committed fully thrice a week, then if he's not into कि बहुत difficult asanas करना, even I am not into much कि body ऐसा टेढ़ा मेढ़ा
Uh,
करके आसन, not that, but basic सूर्य नमस्कार तक भी अगर पहुंचना है, if you want to do सूर्य नमस्कार on your own, you will have to give me minimum, uh, if you have not done before anything, you have to give me minimum 6 months time.
okay.
And then once that habit is integrated in you and the life, you know how it works,
Mm.
then you can go on your own.
Acha.
Which may, you can always have once a month session with me, how it is going, am I doing correctly or not. then it can go like that.
So someone who's not flexible like myself, I can't bend my legs or whatever. So I can become flexible with yoga with time. You mean I can become that kind of flexible as we see in the asanas?
Yeah, it's all in the mind again.
Really?
So yes, it's all in the mind. If you think, unless you have some chronic pain or anything, like किसी किसी को तकलीफ होती है, कहीं पे कुछ injury है, but if nothing is there and you can, like the warm up sessions and all which we do, I ensure that flexibility keeps on increasing day by day. So one of the clients started with me in the month of February, 1st of February. So she was like, she has never done, she's into corporates. She has never done any kind of exercise throughout her life. She must be around 40 now. And yesterday I was with her again for one more session. She does with me thrice a week. We do it in the park nearby, and all of a sudden I saw that, she's I haven't taught her Surya Namaskar yet, because I told her, first you have to increase your flexibility. I don't want you to get, bored up with कि मैं नहीं कर पा रही हूँ. Let's work on the stretches and all. And yesterday I saw her immense improvement in her, like the way she has been carrying herself, her posture, her each yogas and whatever she was doing. So she was surprised. She was, Kavita, even मुझे भी नहीं पता ये कैसा हुआ है. So I said, this is the, like, she's with me now almost 12 sessions. So now that's like, she was surprised कि 12 session तक भी इतना कर पाऊँ. I think in another 2-3 months she'll be doing at least 15 Surya Namaskar non-stop. 15 means 15 into 12 asana. Surya Namaskar is a set of 12 asana. So that is like, she said, I want to achieve that. So she's so determined to do that. She has
So
no
you
other.
said what is the ultimate when you do Surya Namaskar? What is
108.
108 if you do it continuously? That's the
Yes.
ultimate, right?
So the stamina level needs to be high. You should go on Juhu Beach sometimes during the month of December. There they have every year put up a notice board. Few days they are allocated to the people who want to do Surya Namaskar. They have a group Surya Namaskars.
So it is achievable, right? It's not difficult.
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
If you give yourself a year's time, 108. So my students who are there online, small students, kids, they are doing 40 Surya Namaskar now with me.
Wow.
And the parents have been sending videos to me. See, she's doing 40. I said, because I had given them a target by 31st of December, they should be doing 30. So we started with 5, then 10, then 12, 15, 20. Slowly, slowly, we have now reached to 40. So that's how it goes. Kids love Surya Namaskars now.
So what you do, Kavita, is when you do the session, you give them practice work, right? So that by the next session, they have actually practiced it continuously, so it becomes a part of their system, right?
No, not much. I don't recommend doing exercise every day to anybody. I
Really?
feel they should give one day a break. And then, but if somebody is missing out, somebody is on vacation or something, then I tell that you please stick to the routine.
Okay.
Don't miss out at least thrice a week or a session. Like,
So
do it.
that thrice a week is good enough. They do not need to do anything in between. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
If
So
you
no,
are,
no homework. You're not giving any homework to them.
unless they have chronic diseases like, something like stress hai, neend nahi aa rahi hai, ye hai, then they have to do certain pranayam yoga, which I follow up on them. Please do it regularly every night before you sleep. That I do.
Another question I wanted to ask with this COVID situation, do you think yoga helps people to build their resistance to these uncertain, viruses and other, things that are basically surrounding us right now? Do you think someone who is more into yoga and health has a better resistance to these factors which are acting on us right now in this scenario?
Very true, Rizwan. That's very true. I- like lots of people had questioned me during these COVID times. So those who have been doing, they know that it increases your immunity level. Your system gets detoxified. the things which are not required are thrown out. In yoga pranayam, we do kapalbhati,
Hmm.
we do breathing exercises which forces us out to throw the toxins.
Yeah, the pumping of the stomach, that's what we call it, right?
That's kapalbhati, yes.
Yes, yes.
Kapalbhati, bhastrika, they're there. So people have been doing 4-5 years से जब वो लोग कर रहे हैं, so they are they just pass down through the lockdown fit and fine.
So even if there is a virus around you, you have a resistance to it. That's what you're saying, right?
Even if we are getting affected, even if we get affected at times
Okay.
through small, अभी किसी को सर्दी हुआ है, कुछ हुआ है, you will come out of it very soon.
Acha, even if
Because
it's COVID, you're saying, right? Yeah, because
I can't comment
yeah, you
on
can
that.
comment on that, of course, right? Basically, you never know because you cannot really make
Yes,
a
because इतना
blank
knowledge
statement on that.
इतना knowledge मुझे भी है नहीं उस चीज का, then I won't be speaking about it. But I just tell that keep a healthy lifestyle, like
Hmm.
keep on moving. Don't मतलब you are working from home, that doesn't mean you stop exercising and everything.
Hmm.
So I have developed chair exercises, not only like simple but nice proper workout जिससे पसीना आए, ऐसे exercises चेयर पे भी बैठ के तुम कर सकते हो. It's not that you can give excuse कि घर पे जगह नहीं है, I can't go out. There are
Okay.
wall, there are passages, there are sofa, the things around you to do exercises.
Actually, something which has been very interesting for me right now, which now I'm also practicing, something called intermittent fasting. I don't know whether you've heard about it because that's where you keep a span of time where you need to fast throughout the day and you have just an open time where you basically eat a disciplined diet. Do you think that's also very interesting or very useful for people to build their health?
There are various views about this, but if you stick to something, now stick to that thing. Devotion is essential for that. Otherwise, it affects wrongly.
In
That's what I
yoga, you don't have any fasting requirements or anything in the yoga process?
yoga. No, normal. There are different kinds of yogas which might be telling you to do this, but since the time, like being a woman, being working at home and kids around, I just can't tell कि मैं अपने लिए ये खाना बनाऊंगी, तुम लोगों के लिए ये बनाऊंगी. So I have made myself flexible enough to see that कि उनको भी ठीक ठाक मिले, tasty भी हो, and I also get. To be very frank, I eat every 2 hours. I keep my hunger awake every 2 hours, but thoda thoda. That
Okay,
increases your metabolism of the body.
okay,
So you burn out faster also. And नहीं तो क्या होता है, like what it is my experience, like if you have a long gap,
okay.
then I get very cranky.
Haha,
So
okay,
that doesn't work for me at all, and I don't want to
right,
get cranky with my kids and with other people.
right,
So I see to it that every 2 hours थोड़ा काजू खा लिया, फिर 2 घंटे के बाद एप्पल खा लिया, 2 घंटे के बाद it's proper meal I have,
okay.
then evening proper I have, and then at late, like around 7 is the last meal which I have. That has to be a little lighter. That's it.
But there's no restriction as far as oil or spice or anything is concerned.
No, so no spice and all. Obviously, we don't eat much. That much is less salt, less spice.
Okay,
I don't get to all these Western fundas of using olive oil and avocado khao, pear khao, and all that. I see to it, being a Maharashtrian and married to a Bengali, we are foodies. So I see to it जितना हम लोग की, because you can't go against your genes. बचपन से you have been
yes.
developed in
You've
those
been
things.
bred up in the culture. You
Yes.
cannot disintegrate yourself totally from the culture,
Yeah,
basically.
when we don't get those things, we find deficiency of those in our body.
Yeah.
So my husband, he's fond of non-vegetarian. So I can't tell कि because मैं yoga कर रही हूँ तुम non-veg नहीं खाओगे. I don't do that. I cook
Then
for
he
them.
will not shoot your videos if you do that.
He'll say Kavita मैं ऐसा हो गया हूँ
अरे
अभी,
क्या
I'm
क्या
not eating non-veg, because it's since childhood they are having that, and that gives them, that is what the body is built up of. Suddenly if you break that thing,
exactly.
that will affect them
You're
here
shock.
also.
You're putting a shock to your body system. The basic.
Yes, yes. So I maintain everything. Like कभी किसी के यहाँ पे जाते भी है, spicy खाना भी पड़े तो थोड़ा सा खाओ. मतलब किसी का दिल मत दुखाओ, but have something. But
So there is no stringent rule as far as the diet is concerned with
no,
your.
I personally I won't recommend unless किसी को बहुत ज़्यादा severe health issue है. I don't tell. हाँ, deep fried we avoid deep fried. हफ्ते में कभी एक दिन किसी ने समोसा वगैरह ला लिया, so have it without a guilt feeling.
Right.
जितना तुम guilt होके खाओगे ना,
तुम्हारा सिस्टम भी गिल्टी हो जाएगा फिर.
हाँ, then नहीं स्ट्रेस
Yeah.
लेवल बढ़ता है कि
हाँ.
shit मैंने खा लिया, अब मैं मोटी हो जाऊंगी, अब मेरा ये हो जाएगा, अब मेरा वो हो जाएगा, and that stress level make you eat more next day. चॉकलेट केक खा लिया, चॉकलेट खा लिया, so it's in a cycle.
Right.
तो एक बार कुछ खा लिया है तो उसके लिए इतना गिल्ट फील करने की जरूरत नहीं है. You know, like in ICANN we used to have कभी समोसा खा लिया, कभी वड़ा पाव खा लिया, so it is like ठीक है, साथ में है, खा लिया, एंजॉय किया, forget it, move on.
Great. Great. Kavita, it's been a great time spent with you today. It was really very interesting to chat with you. The amount of information you have shared about yoga, martial arts, and the way you are living a very healthy lifestyle. You are not only inspiring your family, but also all your clients. So it's really great to know so much knowledge that you have shared today. And thank you very much for also giving us some insights on how to keep fit. If there are any audiences who would like to contact you, definitely they will get in touch with you. But I'm really very interested to see what new things that you're going to be bringing in your yoga sessions in the coming time, because I'll be watching your Instagram videos further as you go ahead. So thank you very much for being here today and sharing your insights and your experiences.
Yeah,
And
do share my Instagram ID. There are many videos, useful videos on IGTV. In
yes,
Instagram, there's IGTV, so which is that you will get to know, during at home which workouts to do, what. So I'm working on them more. I want to make a set of those videos. More and
yeah.
more people can, work like staircase exercise, balcony exercise, all those stuff. So you know the ID, right? Be fit.
I will share the link with the audience, because I'm sure quite a few would be interested in knowing more about
And there
you.
is
And
a YouTube channel of mine also on which it's only about affirmations.
okay,
So that channel totally is devoted to it's kind of podcast thing.
right.
So
Great, great. Thank you very
I
much, Kavita, for being here today. It's really, I enjoyed every moment of this interview today. And let's keep in touch, and maybe we can have many more sessions of some new ideas on yoga and martial arts in the future. So,
so let's
definitely.
catch up after Women's Day. Let me share what will
Yes.
all like Women's Day self defense and
What
all
are you
those.
going to be doing on Women's Day? What is that?
So there are many ladies who wants to learn kickboxing,
Okay.
and they
I
want to
think that there is some purpose to that.
लॉकडाउन में पूरा भी खुन्नस निकाल
वो जो
लिया.
ये फ्रस्ट्रेशन है वो कहीं निकालना है ना बेसिकली. So that's why.
Yes. No, so when I do kickboxing, it's people think I'm very aggressive. I hit and I punch. They're scared of me. They'll tell all those things to me. But my personality never gives out those vibes because I balance it with yoga, meditation. So even in the ring, मुझे खड़ा कर दो, you will see me very calm. But then I come out with a gold medal. So I
Wow.
I
So
don't.
you won a lot of gold medals, right?
I have one
Yeah,
silver.
that's something I didn't ask you. What accolades, what medals, what certificates, what's it all
Not
been like?
There are lots, but the one which I remember is the gold medal which I recently won during the national kickboxing championship. It
Oh,
was 2 years back. So 2 years
congratulations.
back. Yeah, thank you. So
It's a
that is like
national level competition. Yeah?
yes. It happened in Mumbai in Sai grounds.
Okay, great.
So that's what people will is कविता तुम क्या करोगी, तुम तो रिंग में शांति से खड़ी रहती हो, पंच ऐसे शांति से ही काम होता है, नहीं aggressive, do this do that, punch, and ऐसे टाइम आएगा मैं करूंगी, and I knocked out the other opponent of mine and
Wow.
I'm back with the gold medal, so that was important. So it's not like ऊपर से काम दिखो,
It's
but
the mentality that you basically bring your thought process into your body. Basically, that's the yoga that you integrate with your martial arts, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yes,
Because many of
correct.
the other competitors or martial arts guys may be hardcore martial arts. They may not be integrating the yoga concepts and philosophies into their martial arts. So
True.
that's what is your added value to
You
basically
can say
integrate
that's
the
my
thing.
USP.
Yes, yes.
That's USP of my own, like my myself.
बाहर से शांत दिखती है और अंदर से मतलब
हाँ,
बहुत ही एक्सप्लोसिव है वो.
जरूरत पड़ी तो वो डालूंगी, but otherwise keep calm. Like
Exactly, exactly.
it was
Great,
nice
great.
talking to you, Rizwan. Thank you. मेरे भी
Fantastic.
बहुत दिनों से अंदर से जो सब कुछ था, it came out. So I hope I've done good
No, no, great,
justice
great.
to what you wanted to
You have
see.
done more than justice. You have shared a lot of interesting things and insights, and you have inspired me. I think I also need to get onto the mat and start yoga, as you can see.
You should.
So
You
yes,
should.
yes, yes.
It's never too late. It's never too late.
No, no, definitely not. So, thank you very much, Kavita. It's really a
Thank you.
pleasure for being talking to you today. And let's catch up later on after Women's Day. You could give us more insight on what happened, and people would really be interested in knowing more about it. So, thank you very much, and take care. Yeah.
Bye. You too. Take. Bye.
Bye bye.